All right, so you are about to hear my first attempt at an episode. It is 11 minutes long. There is no music, but I wanted to let you know that there will be some buzzing because I'm figuring out this microphone. It's not going to be in the shots. It's down there, but I'm trying. I have a tripod. I have this little button thingy. It's really awkward. I don't know how to edit right now, so bear with me. There's like a little bit of feedback. I don't know why. If you know how to fix things, help. I really need the help. But it'll also be more funny if I just wing it. Also, I know I'm like a little bit dressed up, but I'm not wearing any pants. So I just wanted to make everybody feel a little bit more comfortable by saying that. Enjoy. All right, this is my first episode. If you are watching, thank you very much. This is going to be so awkward. I've never done anything like this before, so I hope you bear with me. I don't have a title yet, but the working title is StruggleCity's Adventure Through Mental Health. And through this series, sounds very official, but through these videos, I really want to document my journey over the last 15 years, really, of mental health. Those 15 years that I have been on medication. Obviously, my mental health journey started way before that, but I really wanted to talk about when I started getting help, because those were in my formative years. And I want to really talk about what it's been like, and what this journey has been like for me, and what I want to see for myself in the future. The reason why I decided to do this was because I want to document this journey for myself primarily, but also because this is a very normal life for me. My mental health, my depression, and my anxiety are normal parts of my life, and I would like to see those more normalized in society. I know we've come a long way, but I think we have a lot longer to go. So when I first talked about starting this, I said that I was going off my medication, and I wanted to talk more about that and what that means. I'm not off my medication yet. The process started with me talking to my doctor last year, my family doctor. She wanted to wait until the spring because, for many reasons, the winter is not an easy time to go off of medication. It's darker out. I do deal with SAD, seasonal affective disorder. And it's colder, it's more miserable, and so we waited till the spring. She booked me an appointment with a psychiatrist because I don't have one, and I will talk more about that. And the psychiatrist was going to meet with me, give an assessment, and then relay that information back to my family doctor. So this past Thursday, a week Thursday, I had an appointment with a psychiatrist. He was a very lovely man. We talked for an hour about my journey so far, what it's been like, why I want to go off of my medication, and then we started a plan. What does that plan look like? First of all, he wanted to know what else I was doing to look after myself. So he asked about my physical health, if I was eating right, if I had been in therapy in the past, and this past year I really have turned my life around to be more physically active, to eat better, and just to check in with myself. I've been doing mindfulness, I'd say, for the last couple of years. And definitely Pilates and yoga have helped with that as well, and be more appreciative of the body that I was given. My plan for physically getting off of the medication will be 4 months in the making. It's a slow process. It's something that I'm comfortable with and that I can control, but it's something to avoid discontinuation symptoms, and to just be very cautious and very aware of how my body is reacting. This is something that I am doing with a doctor, and I'm really excited. It was really nice to hear the psychiatrist say, "You're ready, you've got this, you're gonna be okay." And it's supposed to be a one-off appointment because of our mental health care system is just too overwhelmed, and is not set up properly, in my humble opinion. But he said I could contact him anytime, and that was a huge relief, because I haven't had someone in the field of psychiatry looking after my medication since I was put on it almost 15 years ago. That's crazy. My GP has been asking me how I'm feeling. I've been saying yay or nay. I want to go up my dose. I want to reduce my dose, and they've been upping or reducing my dose. So that's how I have been managing my medication for 14 years. I also want to talk about why I went on it nearly 15 years ago. I was in first year university in Ottawa, in residence, and I was not coping well with school, with possibly being away from home, from being away from all of my friends, the life that I knew. And it wasn't my first run-in with depression and anxiety. It hadn't been coined yet for me. And one night I just couldn't handle it. I called my parents sobbing, and I said, I can't do this anymore. Which I can only imagine must have absolutely terrified my parents. They called a helpline, got me on the phone with a helpline, and they were able to pull out of me that I really didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't have a plan, but I wanted to give up. And I didn't have a plan. But I knew that I couldn't face another day like this. My heart and my soul and my mind were shattered, and I don't know how else to put it, but I felt very broken. And the next day, they put me on medication. I met with a doctor. They prescribed Prozac, I believe. It didn't work for me. And then they put me on Effexor, which I've been on for the rest of my duration. And they don't, I don't think they prescribe it anymore because of the withdrawal symptoms when you miss a dose, and the discontinuation symptoms and how difficult it is, and that has been my hesitation for going off of it. I never relied just on the medication. I have always gone to see someone when I have felt like I needed some extra help. I've gone to see specialists for anxiety, for dealing with that. I've gone to therapists, I've gone to counselors, I've gone to psychologists over the years, and I've tried lots of different things. I've done meditation classes and just built my toolbox up. When I was 16, I believe, I went to a child psychiatrist. She was amazing. She started that toolbox. She started it out for anxiety and working through that. And ever since then, I have consciously built my toolbox up to deal with shit when it hits the fan, and also avoid shit hitting the fan. And over the last decade and a half, I have been managing it, sometimes better, sometimes not so great, but I finally feel like I want to find out what life is like off of medication. Before I was terrified. I didn't want to be on medication my whole life. I might find out that I do need to be on medication. My only hope is that I can be on something different. But I want to see what it's like. If I have to be on medication again, I'm fine with that. I don't want to be on this one anymore. So that has been what has pushed me to start this journey and to find out what's next. And I know that it might be tough. I think I might be a little bit naive, but I'm staying very, very positive because I think it's going to be amazing. And I was joking the other day that I want to find out who that adult is, since I have been on it since I was 19. And the only way that I would go back on this medication is if I lose my sense of humor. Because if my sense of humor is tied to Effexor, then Effexor it is. I'm joking, of course. I'd find another medication that would give me my sense of humor back, obviously. But in all seriousness, I'm ready. And only I can know that. And only you can know that too. And to wrap it up, I do want to be a resource, but a responsible resource. I don't know everything, but I do a lot of research. So I would also like to recommend places that can help you. CAMH is going to be my first one. I absolutely love them. That is where I went to see the psychiatrist. They have a great inpatient and outpatient program. They are so overwhelmed with people that need help. So if you ever want to donate to them, I highly recommend it. They do a lot of fundraisers and they keep you informed on what's going on. And they're really here to help the community. And yeah, that's it for now. Thanks for listening.